Hello guys, this is Cali Red and I'm here to create a tutorial on accessing the pay-per-view. Hopefully we'll make it easy for everybody to get the TAR 21 match, which is this weekend, Race to 100 with Alex Pegulayan and Shane Van Boning. Over here on the left we are at theactionreport.com. This is the TAR homepage. So go to theactionreport.com. Bookmark it. Favorite it. Okay, you always want to bookmark the TAR. Over here on the left, this box right here, this is where you purchase the pay-per-view. You do not access the pay-per-view on any of these links. You only purchase it here. You got a 3-day package, which is all 3 days for $35, a 2-day package, which is the last 2 days for $25, or you can buy each day individually. The pay-per-view stream starts at 6:30. with the actual match beginning about 7 o'clock. They usually have some interviews, things like that, between 6:30 and 7. Remember, that is Eastern time. So figure it out, what time you're on. Over here on the right hand side, there are 3 links. The first link is a pay-per-view FAQ, which is, if you click on this, it'll give you some helpful advice on the pay-per-view too. If you have any questions, check this pay-per-view FAQ first. Here is the link that will actually get you to where you can access a pay-per-view. That's the login page. Once you log in, then you'll click on a link and you'll be good to go. Here's the support@theactionreport.com email address. If you click on this link right here, it should open up a new message addressed to support@theactionreport.com. I will be monitoring that all weekend and helping everybody out that has any issues as quickly as I can. So nobody should have any problem accessing it. If you do, we'll get you hooked up. Just remember that after you purchase the pay-per-view, you will be sent a email confirmation. You need to copy and paste that information that's in that email to the email that you're sending to me at support@theactionreport.com. That gives me 2 pieces of information. One of them is that you actually bought the pay-per-view, and number 2, it has information in there that will help me help you out quicker. Okay, looking forward to this weekend very much. This is going to be a great match. Alright, so let's get started on purchasing the pay-per-view. There are 2 groups of people. One group is the people that have never ever bought a pay-per-view through TAR before, and the other group would be the people that have. Regardless of which group you fall under, the first thing you're going to do is click on one of these purchase links on which package you want to buy. Let's, for example, choose a 3-day package. It's the best deal. Just think about it. You get 6-7 hours of pool every night by 2 of the best pool players in the world for 3 nights in a row. You can choose whenever you want to watch it, you know, between 7 o'clock and whenever it ends. So let's go ahead and click one of these packages. It is going to take us to the audiovideoweb.com website. This is the pay-per-view provider that TAR uses to get the feed out to you. So there's 3 areas on this page. One is for returning users, one is for new users, and one is for if you forgot your username and password. So the top one for returning users, if you already know what your username and password is, you would enter that information in and hit continue. If you've never bought a pay-per-view before, you need to have a username, an account with this website in order to have a shopping cart. So you would just create a username, a password, type in your password again, and put in a valid email address and hit create account. That will create you an account, and at that point you're all ready to go. What will happen when you create the account is you will see the package that you bought in your shopping cart. and I'll show you what that looks like right now. If you forgot your username or password, you can put in the email address that you believe you used before, and it should email you those credentials. So let's go ahead and log in here. And you can see right here that the link that I clicked on over on the TAR homepage for the 3-day package, you can see it's in here in my shopping cart right now. TAR 3-day package. Right here is the purchase button. This is what we're going to use to continue on to purchase the pay-per-view. So we'll click that, and you will see the PayPal icon here for you to buy it. You can buy it using PayPal or a regular credit card or debit card. So we will click on the PayPal link right here and continue on to the payment page. This is the payment page. You can see here's the product that you're buying, what the total cost is, and then we're here on this side are an area that you can log in using your PayPal account, or you can just use it as a one-time type thing and use a credit card or debit card here. So you would fill in this information here, name, address, city, zip, all that jazz, and hit review and continue. It will come up with another page that will have you confirm the information, and then you will click on the buy button and buy it. You will then be sent an email confirmation that says you purchased it. At this point, you will probably be taken back to the login page or your shopping cart. You will probably be taken back here, or else the login page for you to log in. So regardless of which place you were taken, you're basically, all you're going to do is get into your shopping cart, and if you get lost, if you get sent off to CNN or somewhere, don't worry about it. Just go back to the TAR homepage. I'm going to log out here. Just remember, once you've purchased the pay-per-view, you're going to be coming back to this login page, and if you don't know how to get there, simply go back to the TAR main page and click on this link right here, returning users. This is the link that you can use to always get to the login page for you to access the pay-per-view. Okay, so once you bought the pay-per-view, you're probably going to be kicked back to this website right here, which is where you log in to access the pay-per-view. If you did not get kicked back here, simply go to the TAR website, which is theactionreport.com, and click on this returning users link. It will take you here, and because you've already created a user account, you've purchased the pay-per-view, now it's time to log in. So we'll go ahead and put our information in and hit continue. And you can see you will now have an access content button. This is the button that you will click to access the actual pay-per-view. So we'll go ahead and click that. And the pay-per-view requires a pop-up window. So as you can see here, I have the pop-up blocker turned on in Firefox, and you can see that a message popped up saying, what do you want to do? There's a pop-up here. So what I'm going to do is you have two options. You can turn off your pop-up blocker, or you can go over here to the options and just say allow pop-ups for interface.audiovideo.com. So I'm going to choose that, and now we've added an exception that allows anything from interface.audiovideoweb.com, any pop-ups from that website will be okay. So I'm just going to hit back, and I'm just going to hit access content again, and you can see now that the pop-up window comes up fine now. This is the actual pay-per-view right here in this window. You can see it just says loading right now because the camera isn't turned on. So that's about it. That's what you do each day, is you just go back to the TAR homepage and you click on the returning users link. Remember, this over here is only used one time, and that's to buy the pay-per-view. You don't ever use it again. Use this link right here. You come over here, you log in, and you hit access content. You're good to go. We'll quickly go over a couple of things that you may experience. If you ever see this picture here where you have your web browser open and all it says is loading requesting content and just sits there and hangs, what you should do at that point is probably clear your cache. So in Firefox you would just go up to Tools, Options, and so you don't need to do that. I've put the menu up here. Other people may not have done that. But if you go here to clear recent history, you can just have the cache checked. These will probably default be checked, but you don't have to lose all your browsing and download history. You can uncheck these. Just check the cache button and say clear now. That will clear out your cache. You should then exit out of your browser, open it back up, and you should be good to go. Internet Explorer, to clear the cache in that. You got your little tools over here. Mine's over here. And you can choose the delete browsing history. And I would choose the temporary internet files and the cookies, and then I would say delete. And then once again close out of your browser, open it up, go to the TAR main page and click on the returning users and try it again. So pretty much the two things that pop up the most is the pop-ups. Somebody has that turned on and doesn't allow pop-ups. In Internet Explorer, the pop-ups are under Tools, Pop-up Blocker. You can turn it off right there, or you can go into the settings here and type in the interface.audiovideoweb.com as an exception. Okay, the next thing I'll talk about is the chat. You'll probably see a link on the TAR website, which is theactionreport.com. You'll probably see a link to the chat there, but if you want to get to the chat, all you have to do is type in ustream.tv/channel/TAR show. That's ustream.tv/channel/TAR show. The reason why the pay-per-view is in one area on a website and the chat is in another is because the chat leaves a lot to be desired with the pay-per-view. So people tend to like the Ustream chat better. So all you have to do is open up the Ustream site and resize your window, and then you can watch the chat. You can participate in the chat and then have the video going on another window. Quick summary from start to finish. First thing you want to do, go to theactionreport.com, come over here to the links and decide which package you want to buy. We'll click 3-day package. It will take you to the audiovideoweb.com website, which is where you use to log in. And if you're a new user, create a new user account, email address, click create account. If you're a returning user, put in your information here. and you should now see the content that you're going to buy. So we will click purchase. We will click then the PayPal icon here. It will take us to the page to buy it. There's our package. Two options: log in to have a PayPal account, or just use a Visa, MasterCard, debit card, whatever. Fill in the information, come down here, hit review and continue, walk through the rest of it. It sends you an email confirmation. It will then cue back to probably either your shopping cart or the login page. So you will probably be looking at this page after you've bought it, or the login page. Regardless, if you ever get lost, just go to TAR, click on the returning users, put in your information. You can see here it says access content. That means you're all ready to go. We'll click access content. Make sure you have your pop-up turned off, or the interface audiovideoweb.com address as an exception. Here's your window. From this point, you can then let's downsize the window. Let's open up another tab here. Let's go to the chat. ustream.tv/channel/TAR show. There's our chat over here. So we can resize this window here a bit. This is a little bit slow because of the fact that I'm using a virtual machine. So you can alter this window here so it looks good for you as far as the chat part. You can open up your video, resize that a bit there, and you're all set to go. Your video will be here, your chat will be here, and if you want to use that hack I have to make this bigger, you can do that. And that's it. I hope you guys have a great time. I'm looking forward to this. If you have any problems, send a email to support@theactionreport.com. Copy and paste your email confirmation you got from your purchase in the body of that message so I can help you out. And let's have a great time. Race to 100, Alex Peguli and Shane Van Boning. 3 days of championship pool. Talk to you later. Cali Red. Here's an alteration that I discovered to make your window larger. When you go to access the pay-per-view and you click on the access content and your pop-up window comes up, this pop-up window is 640 by 360. That cannot be changed. That is how the pay-per-view comes out. It's the best quality that can be done with the TriCaster right now. But for some people may want to have this window larger. And as you see, if you resize your window, the actual video is still only 640 by 360. So this is how you can make your window larger. If you open up your pop-up here with the video and you click on this so it's all highlighted, right click on it and say copy, and then close out of this window. You can only ever have one video window open at a time. So now we're just going to open up another tab here, paste in that address, and we're going to go over here and edit the height and the width. So the width right now says 640, height 360. There's a couple of settings in between you can change to. 960 by 540 is one, and 1280 by 720 is another. So we're just going to go here and edit this to say 960, and the height, I'll edit that to say 540, and you can see now it says 960 540. Make sure you do not you need to be very careful in here. Make sure you don't delete anything except for just these two numbers right here, so you can change that. So then you can just hit the arrow here or hit enter, and it has now opened up your window, and you can see how much larger this video window is now. Now remember, when you make anytime you make things larger, you're going to suffer some in quality. So it's still going to look great, but it'll be larger. And at this point, then you could resize your window because it's already larger. If you want to make it even bigger, you can just click anywhere in this thing here, in the URL here, and arrow over and get to the width again, and we're going to change this to 1280, and we're going to change the height to 720. So you can see now width 1280, height 720. Click on that, and now you can see the video window is even larger. Now we have the scroll bars here because it's so large. So you people with high resolution screens that are set very high, you can use this to get a much bigger window.